You're listening to the Bogota Boys, recorded at the No Limit Cafe, downtown Bogota, Tennessee. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Hello, listening world, and this is being recorded video, right? And viewing world. This is another episode of the Bogota Boys. We'll be broadcasting from downtown Bogota, Tennessee at the No Limit Cafe, which is a 5-star restaurant by our rating. Who I have here today are my co-host, R.T. Fazell, Wyatt Beavers, Wally Childers, and we got a special guest, Scott Graves, who I'll let him introduce himself here fully in a moment. Right now, RT, do you mind going over our sponsors?
Yeah, I'll go through this short list real quick. We got Cypress Creek Outdoors, Travis Ward Custom Calls. He's also with Maker's Call Company, Lane Dunning Custom Calls, Pine Bluff Sand and Gravel, Outer Limit Power Sports, Hurt Seed and Halls, Farm Credit Mid-America, Tyson Foods in New Bern, DeKalb Asgrow and Delta Pine, Berrien Surveying, Mud Lake Planning Company, Pete Kaiser Accounting Services, West Tennessee Crappie Fishing Guide Service, Chase Petty Outdoors, Universal Contractors, Boar Construction, Duck River Bird Taxidermy, Waterfowl Outfitters of West Tennessee, Window Alexander Realty, Hilliard Farms, Nutrient Ag in Wimberg, and our very own Childress Farms.
Well,
that's all the sponsors for now.
Well, thank you, RT. You did a good job. You only mispronounced about half of them. But maybe when we close out, if you can do it again, you can make them all pronounced correctly.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Hey, have you noticed how our sponsor list is growing so large that he kind of gets choked up as he's doing them? That's a good thing.
It is a good thing. It is a
good thing.
By the way, RT, we got sponsors, but what are they sponsoring?
Oh, they're sponsoring us. All the money goes to my pocket. No, I'm just kidding. All our money goes to the youth banquet that we have. This year it's going to be on is it the first weekend?
Yeah.
First weekend. So last day of duck season's on Friday. Friday night will be the duck banquet for the youth. We'll be having it at the school this year. And then Saturday morning is the youth hunt. So it's kind of similar to like a Ducks Unlimited banquet. It's all centered around the kids. So all the money will go to stuff to give away to the kids and stuff for that night. So
it's only similar to the last part of a Ducks Unlimited banquet. There is no intake of money from the kids. It's only outgo.
Right.
Hey, how many more sponsors do we need to have it on both weekends of juvenile?
I don't know.
We might do that anyway. And let's don't forget the youth coon hunt.
Yeah.
November 15th.
Yeah, November 15th, 5 o'clock. The No Limit Cafe is where they're going to start it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be food, and it's not our hunt, but we're going to help them people in as much as they want us to.
And if I'm not mistaken, Wally, the coon hunt, there's going to be people who have the dogs and the equipment, and if you want to bring I don't know if there's an age limit on people who can come. I guess under 18, if you're an old guy like RT, maybe they can come along too, but all you got to do is bring yourself, and there's no charge. And the banquet you were talking about, RT, you said at the school, you mean the Bogota Community Center?
Right.
Okay, just
old school.
It's what we call the school, but I really think.
Well, I understand. Wally, we're going.
To
what y'all need to realize is we're beyond Bogota. We're all out in the world, and everybody may not know what we mean by the school. It's Bogota Community Center, right off the heart of Dyer County. Bogota, Tennessee.
Surely our 8th listener knows where the Bogota Old School is.
We got 9 now.
I think.
9.
I think only people from Bogota know that it's the community center.
Well, you shouldn't think, RT.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm excited today. We got a special guest, Scott Graves, and I'm gonna let him explain here in a minute the organization he is with. But I've been fortunate enough, along with my brother, to have dealings with this organization, and it benefits you more than you would realize. It's just somebody that's not involved in this, but you're just involved in it by giving guest opportunities, and you're taking them, and you get more out of it than you would think. First, Scott, I'd like to introduce you. This is Scott Graves. You are with
Special Ops Xcursions.
Special Ops Xcursions. Now, what is this organization?
So we're a 501c3 nonprofit based right here in West Tennessee. Our mission is to provide outdoor recreation and adventures to active duty special operations forces. That would be like Green Berets in the Army, Army Rangers, Navy SEALs. We get these guys, their teammates, and their families in the outdoors to decompress, to relax post-mission.
So the overall goal of this organization is to help military members decompress.
Sure is.
And like you said, you bring their families. Families can participate in that.
We do. So we run, we call it the Bubba's, the boys, all fall, winter, and spring, deer hunting in the fall, duck hunting, spring turkey. Then every family, we do a little realignment every summer and do the family adventures and get the dads or spouses and kids into the outdoors, fishing here locally or little mini retreats. Same thing to kind of rebuild, reconnect families.
So Special Ops Xcursions, you said it's based in West Tennessee?
We're based right here. We're local.
In Dyer County?
Dyer County.
That's wonderful. Now, how is this organization funded? Is it funded through the military? Is it funded through the government?
So we are all privately funded. So we host fundraisers here in the area. Every June, a golf scramble in Troy. We do a celebrity sporting clay shoot every October in Nashville. So regular people give us money to help fund the mission.
So, Rick, and the mission is?
Giving back to our military, the guys who are in the fight.
Okay. Now, this organization provides outdoor opportunities for military personnel, and that's correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I read somewhere this morning that there's roughly 1.2 million active military members in the United States. That's a lot of people, and, well, I think we could all agree that every one of them are deserving of some type of outdoor opportunities. That would be a tremendous number of people to accommodate. So my question is the opportunities that Special Ops Xcursions offers, is it open to all military members?
So our program's a little different and unique. Again, there are a lot of nonprofits out there giving back to veterans or guys who are still serving. When we founded in 2013, there was nothing giving back to the guys in the special operations world. That was just for them. But our founders, who are all Green Berets, their big thing was in this time frame, 2012, 2013, if there was a chance to send themselves or their teammates, say, to a duck hunt with you guys here in West Tennessee, there was always a catch. These are very private guys, TS clearance, they're very top secret. You'd go to an event somewhere, and our founders call it Pet the Vet. They give you a mic, put you on stage, and want to hear your story. But for guys in this world, they don't want to do that.
Right.
They want to come somewhere like this, Bogota, Tennessee, and be one of the guys. Be normal, not be a Green Beret, not be a SEAL for a weekend, because Monday, they're back in the fight. It's not this year deployed, year home. They're gone 6 months. They're home for a week. They go train 4 weeks, home 4 or 5 days, go train 2 months, deploy again. There's zero free time. We call it the white space. There's no white space to go do cool things in the outdoors like this, like you guys provide for our men. So this mission is just for those guys.
Now, and if you can answer this question, answer it, but if you can't, that's okay. What groups are considered to be special operators? Now, I know we've all heard of the Navy SEALs. Is that a group?
It is. We do serve the Navy SEAL family.
Okay. And is there any others?
There are. So every branch has their own group of guys who are specialized. Like the Army has Green Berets, Army Rangers, 160 SOAR. Navy has the SEALs. Marines have MARSOC. Air Force has their AFSOC, which are like CCTs and PJs. And then beyond that, there are a few others as well that also qualify for our program.
Nice. Now, who founded this program?
So, long story. I grew up here in West Tennessee, very blessed and fortunate to have had ample chances to get in the outdoors growing up, like we all did. I'm visiting my buddies Becca and Brian, was a Green Beret at Fort Lewis in Washington back in 2012, and talking to Brian about life. I just wasn't aware of what he did for a living. Knew he was a Green Beret, but what that really was, I had no idea. So talking to Brian, about his life and his career in the Army, I realized quickly that here's a guy who works 10, 11 months a year nonstop. When he does have free time, it's be a dad, be a husband. And guys who grew up like us in the outdoors, when they're in that world, they simply lack the time and resources to come back and do what we do. And so Brian and I had this idea of giving back to guys who are still in the fight in that soft SF world. And the goal beyond that was make it the easy button. So again, these guys are really busy day in, day out fighting for our freedom. They can call our program and go, hey, I've got myself plus 3 teammates, and we're free 1 through 5 December. What can we do to decompress and relax in the outdoors? So they can contact us with their white space, their free days, and then we call our volunteer network up, like yourself, you guys, and go, who's free to host these 4 guys on this date for us? And once the guys say yes, the volunteer says yes, we arrange their travel, get the guys to their event site, whether it be here in West Tennessee or somewhere across the U.S. Then we also supply guns, ammo, waders, turkey vests, knee boots, whatever the guys need, because once again, it may be a guy who's not been hunting in 10 years.
Right, they don't have anything.
They have nothing.
Yeah.
And so again, we go for the easy button. We give them, the volunteer, the host, all of their needed gear, and if we can assist with travel, we also pay for travel when we can. Again, make it very, very easy on the boys.
So, and maybe you answered this question. I know that an organization such as this doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, organizations like this or efforts such as this start as an idea. And usually ideas start as a thought in someone's head. So the thought in your head come from the conversation that you had with Brian?
With Brian. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that happened in
2012.
2012. Well, you had the thought and then you had the idea. What was the next step?
Oh, geez. So next step after meeting Brian out at Fort Lewis and discussing all these outdoor things, I come back home and just set on my heart real heavy for a good 30, 45 days, just every day thinking about all these young men and women who are fighting for our freedom every day across the world. They're getting shot, blown up, hurt, and injured for us. And, here I am designing landscapes in Nashville, a very cushy, soft life, and I wanted to give back. Didn't really know how, but a bunch of my buddies here in West Tennessee were like myself. They were patriotic, loved their country, and started calling up buddies. Hey, we should host some guys here in West Tennessee from this, soft world. Guys in my hunting club, local guys, Chris Minton, Richie Folks, Alan Lane, Chad Donovan, Colin Pickle, it was my hunting buddies at that time. We were like, all right, we'll do something. We'll do this. And the idea was not a big mega nonprofit. The idea at that point was we'll do a dove hunt per year, a deer hunt, a turkey, a fishing trip, and a duck hunt. So the 5 events per year is going to be it. And then, so that first year we had 1 duck hunt, brought some Green Berets out to Reelfoot Lake, had a dove hunt there at my farm in Trimble area. Things went really well. You fast forward a few weeks, and the guys from base called me up, like, meet us for lunch. And so I go to base, meet them for lunch. There's like 10, 12 guys there, like, can we go too? And we're like, you can't tell them no. They're, war heroes. You're like, yeah, come on out. Started calling more buddies up, Drew Adams, other friends in the area, like, hey, will you host some boys for us too? Can't pay you. We don't have any money. But there are guys who deserve it. They've earned their weekend away off base. And God bless West Tennessee. Everybody I called said yes. Like your sponsor list, and most all them boys volunteer for us, which is pretty amazing. And these guys all host these warriors for free, whether it be a one-day trip or a whole weekend, and they do it year-round.
So it started with a dove hunt.
A dove hunt.
And then a duck hunt. and it grew into an organization that you have now. That do y'all sponsor activities in just Tennessee?
So we are global. So we're working right now on booking 2 guys for African Big Game Safari. We had a feller in Alaska last week moose hunting. We had a private concert in Nashville this weekend. Family retreat last weekend. We had guys in South Dakota pheasant hunting, prairie dog hunting this week. So it's all across the U.S. all the time, year round. I'd say probably average 2 or 3 events a week all across the country.
2 or 3 events a week all across the country. Have y'all touched every state so far?
Getting close. We're probably 30 states in so far.
30 states in.
So there's over 100 events a year that y'all are putting on.
About 150 last year.
Okay.
Last year, about 1,300 guests. This year, about 2,500 guests by year end through our program for all free of charge adventures.
Are y'all needing more hosts?
100% yes.
100%. Why? Have you ever carried any?
Nope, but I would love to this year.
Love your help.
Yep,
Appreciate
I would love
that.
to. Yep, go ahead and lock it in.
Yeah.
So we know about the duck hunting part because that's what we take people. But it's not just duck hunting, is it?
It's not.
So what else is it? I know you mentioned moose hunting. I know you mentioned a concert, which I never thought about that. But is there anything that y'all don't do?
So it all goes back to the operators, so the boys. If a guy calls me up and says, "Hey, I love NASCAR. What can you do?" I'm going to call Ward Burton. We'll call somebody who I know and make an event up, make it happen.
Yeah.
If a guy calls me up, "Hey, I love fly fishing," we'll call some boys in Arkansas or East Tennessee. We've got a big Rolodex. We'll call the guys up. Can you host these boys? And most of the time, the fellas say yes. Again, people want to give back and honor these young men.
So it's what they want to do. It's something that maybe on their bucket list, or something they've been wanting to do for a while, or something they haven't done in years but they used to do, or
100%.
whatever.
Like us, you grew up in high school doing these outdoor things. At 18 years old, you signed the line. And at that point, you're wide open for most of the time a 20-year career. If you're a Green Beret or SEAL, you're 20 years in. So now you're 38 years old, ending your career up, finally finding some free time. That's the guys who call us up. I've been 18 years of getting after it, kicking indoors and wide open. Now I have some free time. In high school, I loved duck hunting. How do I get back into it? Again, we're the easy button. The guys can call us up and go, "Cool, here's Wally's number. I'm going to link you guys up. You'll be at his farm. Here's the pin drop, this date, this time." And we give them all their gear. Again, make it easy.
And they show up. That's the one thing about them. They're always on time.
Always early, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's the ones that at least it's not. You don't. Sometimes when you take people hunting, Wally, you worry about the people you're taking. They may not be physically fit, or they'll be a little bit older, which is all fine and good, and you worry about their safety. That don't happen with these fellas. They're all fit. They got good discipline. Like Wally said, they show up on time. The ones that, or at least the ones that I've seen, very polite, very personable. They're pretty cool guys. I mean, really.
They're great.
I bet you don't have to worry about gun safety either.
No.
Very weapon safe.
Yeah.
We actually, it's one of our most enjoyable hunts. The kids and those probably, I don't know if we enjoy it as much as we do the kids hunt, because every time we've ever taken any, or anybody we talk to that has said, "Man, I want to do this again." Them guys are cool. And you don't talk about none of their military stuff, you just hang out. I mean, you don't threaten them like we do RT all the time, tell them we're going to whoop them or anything, but they're friendly kind of guys.
And they want to help. They aren't looking for a handout for a hunt. They want to toss out decoys.
Yeah, they probably want to work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, give me a duck call.
They
How's
wanna
this
be
thing work?
involved.
They want to learn all they can.
What is your most common activity that's requested?
Oddly enough, duck hunting. It's the camaraderie aspect. You can get 4 guys who aren't really duck hunters in a blind, and you're eating good food, you're laughing and telling jokes, and you can really relax and cut back. You can not fire a shot, not kill a duck, and it doesn't matter. It's just being out there and the chance to go be with good Americans in the outdoors watching the sunrise. That means the most to the boys.
And maybe me and Wally work on this year, but last year the state of Tennessee does a veteran hunt every year. It's the the day after the juvenile hunt. And me and Wally carried veterans last year. We had two one day and 4 next. Maybe timing works out where they have white space and they can actually come on a veteran hunt as well.
Yeah,
maybe
we run.
Can you hunt? Can they hunt with them being still?
It's active or veteran.
Yep, it's
What is
active
that?
too.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So
active.
we hunt both weekends already, and we do 2 things. One is the father, son, daughter group, both weekends. We'll have on average 15 to 25 or 30 kids come out with their dads, and it's pretty cool watching the kids hunt Saturday and dads watching.
Oh yeah.
And then Sunday the
Cool.
kids watch dad hunt. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to coordinate that this year.
Would love to.
Or at least try to help out with y'all.
Sure.
yeah, we usually have several empty blinds during that time.
Yeah.
So you had 1,300 events last year,
Guests. About
Guests.
150 events.
and you've already gotten 2,500 signed up this year.
What we're planning by year end will be our plus or minus number, the way it looks.
Well, I'm not very good at math like RT is, but that sounds like it's almost a doubling.
We pretty well double every year in size, the last 4 or 5 years.
So in a couple of years, you'll have 5,000,
It's very possible.
which I think is wonderful. Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about how much you're growing, but how much is your I don't know what you call people that offer the hunt or take them. What do you call them?
Our volunteers.
Your volunteer is your volunteer list growing at that rate?
Almost, not quite. The big thing for us now, seeing this huge growth, are the family events. We're doing these big family days with the game wardens here in the state, other nonprofits, with the goal of, you guys know it and I know it. Kids now, minus a rural setting, kids don't really hunt and shoot guns. Same way on base, like at Fort Campbell and places. So our big goal is we're making up new programs, these little family field days, and give kids duck calling lessons, shoot some bows and arrows, shoot some BB guns, have game wardens come out and bring some snakes or things that kids to, interact with. And the goal there is hanging that carrot. Get the kids out for one day, they do the little fun minor things, and they'll ask Dad, carry me duck hunting or carry me deer hunting, and we've got them.
Well, didn't you tell me you were on a youth squirrel hunt earlier in the year?
We did a youth squirrel hunt, Natchez Trace. Sure
Tell
did.
us how that worked.
Really well. So that weekend we had 8 families from base. Those 8 families have been deployed, only home for a week off mission. They all came out to our place. We had 2 local fishing guides volunteer their time, took folks out fishing. We did local swimming holes and barbecues, fire pits and s'mores, squirrel hunting. Again, kind of dabble in a lot of things because some kids may love fishing, some may love squirrel hunting. Try to offer all we can to hook that one kid on this and get him something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Well, having that many people lodging, you would think would be kind of an issue. People got to sleep somewhere. Do y'all have like a big lodge or?
No big lodge yet. We're hoping to build something here in the area in the coming years, working on that now. But again, we're very blessed to have a ton of great volunteers in the area who own Airbnbs, who give us free lodging or discounted, take care of all of our events.
What kind of, and maybe you can't answer this, but this kind of stuff has to take money. So what's y'all's annual budget, and is it growing at the rate that your participation is?
So the budget was growing, and the last few months, it's an election year. Things are a little tough this year. We're down a little bit, but we're still building for the future, and we'll rebound. I would say an average budget for our program, last year, we hosted 1,300 guests across the country, about a $400,000 annual budget.
That really doesn't sound
It's
like
pretty efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very efficient.
Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah.
Now, who donates? I mean, volunteers, people,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just the hunt. I mean, you got lodging, somebody's got to pay for that. You got food, somebody's got to pay for that. Who are the type of people that are corporations that donate to Special Ops Xcursions?
You'd be amazed how many local people in our area will get on our website and donate $25 or $100. That's a huge help, and it definitely adds up and makes a difference.
Right.
You know, beyond that, we have corporate support, a lot of free gear, Sitka, Banded, give us free waders and free coats for the guys to wear and use. You know, Miger ammo, heavy shot, Federal, all free shotgun shells for our duck hunt. So our cost is zero.
Yeah.
You know, we're shooting 120 flats of shells a year at zero cost. It goes a long way.
Yeah.
Now I got a Snapchat maybe a month ago from Travis Ward, and his CNC machine's running, and it's I mean, he's probably got 100 calls, or I don't know how many, but a bunch of them, and they all say Special Ops. So I put the dots together. So he's doing Makers is doing y'all's.
They sure are. So
Yeah.
the goal this year is when our guys come out for a duck hunt or kids, again, I want guys to come out for the duck hunt, but then go back home to their base across the country and hopefully have this new hobby they love. So we give them a free duck call.
Yeah.
It's small. It's not much, but hope that guy loves it the way I love it.
Right.
Has a new lifelong passion.
Well, let's say I'm one of our 8 listeners out there, and I'm
Nine.
saying nine.
Nine.
You sure about the 9?
9, I think we went up
Well,
one.
good deal. Or one of our 9 listeners out there, and you're wanting to say, hey, I want to give to this organization, but I don't have a place to hunt. What would they need to do? Maybe they want to donate $25. How would they contact you?
Our website is specialopsxcursions.org. Now, excursions is spelled Xcursions. There's no E on that. So specialopsxcursions.org. There's a donate page on there with PayPal link. You can mail a check in, but it's all on there. And again, every dollar counts. We're a very small budget program for our size.
Now, you're a 501c3. Now, I'm not a tax attorney or anything, but does that mean that if you itemize on your taxes, that would be a tax
It's
deductible?
a write-off.
It's a write-off. Well, let's say you are somebody out there that's one of our 9 listeners has hey, I got a good place to fish, or I've got a good place to duck hunt, or I've got a good place to turkey hunt, or whatever. I got a place, an Airbnb that's got a wonderful view. How would they contact you to offer that opportunity?
Same thing, the website. When they're a contact form, they can fill out their name, an email address, write me a little note. Then our team will get that, review it, then reach back out to them.
Now, what are y'all looking for? I mean, what opportunities are you looking for?
I mean, it's literally in the outdoors, anything. You know, whether it be a fishing weekend, squirrel hunting, a raccoon hunt.
And I'm sure you just have a pool of people that's like, you know, this person does that, this person does that. So when one of the boys contacts you, you're like, okay, let me go to my pool of people and just,
Correct.
okay, I got you. And then you make a call, and then
Sure do.
Or maybe there's some people that want to donate a coon hunt or something. Do you ever have that? Anybody want to go coon hunting?
We've done some coon hunts.
Yeah.
They're a good time. Yeah, and you mentioned the kids and the outdoors of coons. Same thing.
yeah.
We could probably find some kids from base who'd love that.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
y'all could bring them down to the hunt they're having.
Yeah, November 15th.
We love that.
We're going to feed them, and they're going to go out, and we're going to have some prizes. Don't know how we're going to figure that out. We'll figure it out. We always do.
Now, and there may be some people out there that's wondering this. When you say the base, and I have no idea, and I'm not going to ask you where all the bases are, but is it bases all over I guess it could be all over the world?
The world.
Okay, so if somebody's,
Globally.
it's a global. So they would contact you. How does that, I mean, I'm curious. Let's say which I'm not, the viewing world could probably tell by looking that I'm not anywhere near special anything. But let's say,
Or smart.
well, they can't tell that by no one looking at me. If they look at me, they think I'm a genius. But they look at you, they know you're my brother, and they say, yeah, they probably both look, he's a little special.
The only thing makes you look smart is RT sitting by you.
Well, that's probably one of the smartest things. I can't argue with you on that. But I guess let's say I'm a military guest that would qualify. Would I call you, or is there like an organization inside their realm of operations that gets in touch with you?
It goes both ways.
Both
So
ways.
guys can call us direct. A lot of those guys have our numbers already, our email addresses already. So they can call us direct or go through command. Command can contact us.
And I would think, and I don't know this, that everything y'all do, does it have to be like approved by the?
Not everything, but a lot does. Like we had this private concert this weekend in Nashville. Big, huge country act. Huge patriots. They want to give back for the right reasons. They don't want any PR, no pictures. And we had these guys come in from East Coast for a private concert. Again, live music, full band, cigars, good drinks, barbecue. One of the guys in their group was overseas doing some work. Huge country fan. He writes his own music already and kind of made the request, can I come out and with the band play a song or two? And I'm like, I don't know, bring your guitar and show up, we'll see. So he brings his guitar over with him, shows up, shakes some hands, and they're playing some shows, some music on stage, and like, hey, get up here with us. So he walks on stage and was there the rest of the night.
Really?
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, that's cool.
bucket list chance for this boy.
Yeah.
Cool
It's
event.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Once you dig into what all's going on, and it is a good way for people to give back without the press, because they don't want the press on that side.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have it, and it's just a give, and it wouldn't be nobody else after there because they wouldn't know they had given it.
Yeah.
Pressing them. Maybe people will reach out when they hear this, because I didn't realize all that was going on either.
We don't tell a whole lot. We're pretty private.
Yeah, that is true. I can see that.
We might do a post a week on social media thanking an outfitter, bigger outfitter for giving back to us, or thanking a bandit or sick for donations. But behind the scenes, there's these 2 or 3 events every week that you're not seeing or hearing about. Because again, we're not trying to be boastful about what we're doing. We do it because it's the thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Well, if we don't fall apart between now and then, we have I don't know if you know this or not, but we had a duck calling contest in August, beginning of August.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, the goal is to hopefully do it again. Like I said, if we don't fall apart between now and then, and make it bigger and have like maybe a field day of some sort, during the day, so people can get a break on duck calling, because it could get annoying. So maybe we'd do something with y'all on that, and y'all have a booth or whatever.
Love to.
Get the kids out again, then shoot or do whatever, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great. What do you think, Wally?
Yeah, if it's the way we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it
It
out.
had to fit them.
Mhm.
When I'm gonna go to hunting now, you're talking about deer hunting. There's a lot of. It's hard to kill a big buck. That's true, and I guess that's what everybody wants. Do you have any people just want to kill a deer
Tons.
to eat?
Mhm.
See, now that could be something that you could. There's lots of does need to be taken around here, and we just don't do it. That's something somebody could reach out, and communicate, and then I guess we'd have to figure out the processing and all, but I'm sure figure something out. But that's an opportunity for a group to go doe hunting, and all of them kill something.
Yeah, we
You
do
know,
it every year.
You're already doing it.
We are. And again, with these kids in the outdoors, a doe, it's their first deer ever. They're pumped up for a doe.
That's right.
No shame at all in that.
Oh, no shame, period.
They're living on a base on the East Coast or West Coast. They're traveling in here, and they're going with Dad deer hunting.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. They're with Dad.
And y'all pay for the logistics for them getting here, correct?
Most of our events we try to. Again, we're small budget. We try to help all we can getting the folks here, paying for deer processing, covering their lodging and meals and loaner ammo and gear while they're here.
Yeah.
What I think I've seen on social media before. Do y'all host a big event in Nashville every year?
We do. It's called the American Thread Shoot. That's this year on 1 October, so like a week away.
Oh,
That's our celebrity sporting clay shoots. We have military air show, special forces teams are there on site. You've got host is Tim Montana, was a country star, now a rock star, changed genres on us, but Tim's the host of all that. Brings his friends out, Kid Rock, Michael Ray, Tyler Farr, Kobe Calais, just a slew of big name artists show up to raise money for our program for the troops. Again, people who care.
Wow.
It's a really fun day. So we shoot sporting clays, live music, and barbecue.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
Going back to the deer hunt and doe, I know that these people can provide for themselves, but are they interested in like getting deer meat given to them? Like, do y'all take in deer and stuff and give
We
to
never
feed their
have,
family?
but I'm sure if we offered up deer meat, they'd say
Right.
yes. Yeah, because a
That'd
lot
be
of
something cool to
a
do.
lot of guys like deer hunting. They eat deer as well.
Yeah, and maybe they can't hunt this year or next year or whatever, but they'd like to have
Well, if
some
they're
venison in the fridge.
they're deployed the entire fall.
Yeah.
They're 6-month blowout, August through spring. They come back home. They've missed all of deer season.
Right. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a few other programs that donate meat to like the hungry or the homeless, but that not saying that they're hungry or homeless, but they may like venison.
Yeah, you miss hunting season.
Yeah.
Be a hit.
I know that the ones that we have taken, they always want to take the ducks.
Yep.
And we're always happy to give it. I mean, let them take the ducks. And they're like, "Are you sure?" We're like, "Yeah, we're sure."
Yeah. Please take them.
But I mean, I can remember last year in the blind, one of them was talking about how he was going to do this with it and what he was going to do with the game, which I found that refreshing because a lot of us people that hunt, we're always looking for people to give game to, but they were actually harvesting game so that they could go and enjoy it themselves and share it with their families. And some of the meals they talked about, I thought, well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I
probably
mean,
had
it's real
some
good.
crazy recipe or
it
something.
was. I mean, it's better than the
Yeah.
way you wrap it in bacon and have duck poppers, which are good too. But
Well, last week I took up 11 guys to Flatland Flyways in South Dakota for a goose hunt. And so we hunted all week, shot a bunch of geese, had a great time, and they were going to process all the meat for the boys and mail it to them. And we asked the guys, all right, if you want to keep some goose meat, raise your hand. It was immediate, all 11 guys were like, I want some goose meat. They all wanted it. So it's not just to go shoot. They want to shoot, learn how to hunt, eat the wild game, the whole process.
Have they ever ate geese?
I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good up there.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
I like goose.
Yeah, jerky.
Mine's in the crock pot right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to do
I
it.
got some duck crocking right now too.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty good duck hunters with us, some of the special op guys.
Well, it's
Usually it's one or two of them that have duck hunted a lot, or some, and it's and just to see them enjoy it and get to do it is really pleasing.
And it's funny to watch. Most of the time, one of them they pick on.
Yeah.
They rag on them and stuff.
Yeah.
RT like you, buddy. There's always that one
Me
guy.
and that guy are normally side by side by the end
Hey,
of the hunt.
I like when RT's around because it takes a little bit off of me.
You got to have that guy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
I don't care.
Yeah. But no, the guys love it. And typically they're pretty dang good shots. It's their
Yeah.
job. They're
Yeah,
shooters.
Right. I bet they are.
It's the only time I feel safe hunting.
You're very
'Cause
safe.
They can take care of us.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
feel
if
that way
something
with
happens
UNRT.
to, like, let's say we took some of them hunting, we fell and broke our leg, they know what to do.
Yeah.
If if RT or White, we went hunting with them, we fell and broke the leg, they'd step on us and want to hunt some more. And yeah,
Out the pasture, sorry.
I'll tell you, and I may have already told this story, but the first time we ever took a group hunting, we had to walk about 150 yards to the blind. I drove them in on a Ranger, and Wally brought in the boat. The water was too deep too shallow to boat us all in. And as we was unloading the gear, I said, "Hey, it's about 150 yard walk. Will y'all be able to do it?" And the young, I was in my 50s, and this young guy, I figured he's like 20s, early 30s, he just kind of laughed, and he said, "Yeah, carrying heavy stuff and walking long distances is what we do." Then it dawned on me that who I was hunting with, and I felt like RT at that time. Golly, that was a dumb question.
Yeah.
And again, like putting out decoys,
Oh, yeah.
they want to help. Yeah.
They want to be a part of the whole process. Yeah.
Or the ones that we've taken, they don't want to just be taken. They want to participate in it all. They want to go and look for the ducks if you shoot them. I mean, if you harvest some and they fall. Like I said, I come away from that feeling good about myself. So Now it's just me speaking. You may be thinking you're giving something to somebody, but really, in the end, it's you that's getting something.
Big time.
And I encourage anybody that's out there that has the opportunity to offer Special Ops Excursions a hunting opportunity for their military guests to at least try it one time. And if you try it one time, I guarantee you'll be calling them saying, hey, won't you send me somebody? Now, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, you won't regret it. If you do,
Not at
you
all.
come get on our podcast and we can talk about
We'll
it.
talk through it. Yeah.
Very humbling.
What,
Oh, yeah.
I said it's very humbling.
the podcast or the hunt?
Both.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. You realize that there's people out there that are, they're protecting us, and that's their job. That's the job they chose, and that's how they do their living. And a lot of times they give up their youth and their young years to do that. Most of these guys are not, when they get to be our age, they're doing something else.
Yeah, and not to get, somber, but they give their life for us. I've had, a lot of friends get killed overseas fighting for us.
Sure.
And it's not on TV. It's not in the news. All the war on terror things kind of just off the radar right now. And we're, 20 years past 9/11. And folks don't realize that there are still guys out there fighting every day, every night. And they're getting hurt. They're getting badly injured. They're getting killed for us. Mm-hmm. This is a really small way to say thank you.
And
Recognize your sacrifice.
and they may not be getting physically hurt, but there's a mental aspect to everything, and you may not be able to see those scars.
Yeah.
And I think this whole thing is designed to help them decompress.
It is.
And I may think, just me, how's a weekend going to help me decompress? Well, one weekend probably wouldn't help me because I wouldn't notice it because I get to spend those weekends, just not as much as RT and Wally do. And Wyatt, they had nothing to do a lot of time. But for them, they're working 10 months out of a year,
Oh, yeah.
7 days a week,
Every day.
every day. A weekend is special. But anyway,
You come here every Sunday to decompress.
yeah, that really de-stresses
Or
me.
you get wound up.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later. We've
Off air.
got a young lady helping us today, and it's kind of gone seamless. But normally we would start at 2, and they would just now be, putting down their cup from lunch to say, well, when are we going to start? What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about?
So so you're saying that we're running way more efficient today.
Yes.
Eh.
It's been quite smooth. I'm waiting for a hiccup.
Well, my gosh, he's beat us up for 6 months over how not efficient we are. We had to do.
Well, let me ask you this, Scott.
Sure.
If I came to you and said we're going to start at 2, what does that mean?
Be here at 1:30.
And you working at 2, right?
Exactly.
It don't mean show up at 2.
Watch it.
You can't find good help. Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Hey, just for videoing. Next week, Tony, I want this job.
What?
You set everything up, get the cameras, run the audio. Let me write the questions.
Well, you got to be able to write to do that, Art.
I'm just saying.
And you're from O'Brien County.
Not very.
They can't.
That's right. Not very efficient.
For somebody that just walks in, sits down, and says, "All right, let's go." Not very appreciative of what everybody else has to do.
I'm the talent,
Hey, they can't read or write in O'Brien County.
but
Hey,
They can do-
watch out now. We got O'Brien County.
he's from Dyer County.
He's from Dyer.
You from the Dyer County side or the O'Brien County side?
Dyer County.
Oh, you
Hold on 1 second. I will say this whole background and things,
He did.
RT has done.
And he's
Now, when
very good on the videoing and all that.
When it comes to the videoing and the recording and getting things done,
He's good.
RT's.
Oh, we're
No, I'm just.
Give him a hug down
But I've
there.
always he ain't that good. I've always said that.
Ask
It's
for
just
a raise.
yeah.
We'll double your salary. But anyway, well, Wally, you got any other questions for Scott?
Well, the cool thing behind your head,
Oh, my
with your
gosh,
big old heads blocking, it was given to us by Special Ops guys.
Yes, this what's a flag? And it's made of spent shotgun shell hulls. and one of the military guests at the end of the hunt, the group gave that to us.
Wow, that's right.
And and this is a special thing for us, and we didn't expect it, didn't ask for it, but I've never been on one of the hunts with the military guests that they didn't give something, a hat or a token or something like that. And everything they've ever given that I've been there, I mean, I still have. I treasure it. And it's appreciated. And if you contact Special Ops at their website and you give their military guests an opportunity to come participate in something that you have, you will appreciate it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got any other questions, Wally?
I have no other questions.
Wyatt?
No, I just thank you for coming, and I'll be happy to help and look forward to meeting some of the guys this year.
RT, you got any other questions or comments?
No, you just tell me when to go through the sponsors again, and I'll try to do it this time.
And then Wally's going to
With
say a prayer after the sponsors.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott, so much for coming.
Yeah, honored to be here. I wanted to thank you guys for all of y'all's help over the last few years, giving back to the troops, the chance to be here on the podcast and push the mission to more people. So
Yeah.
it means the world to us.
We're going
Thank
to
you.
step it up.
Thank
We
you,
are
Scott.
going to step it up. We're going to do more.
Please send somebody our way this year.
Love to. Thank you.
Please do.
Yep.
Well, we're going to close out of this episode. RT is going to read the sponsors one more time. Do it correctly.
Energy RT. Energy RT.
I think
Wally's,
he does great.
Wally's going to give a little prayer or White,
Wally's going to pray after the sponsors.
and then I'll close it out after the prayer. RT, will you give our list of sponsors?
Yep, here we go. Cypress Creek Outdoors, Travis Ward Custom Calls. He's also with Makers Call Company, Lane Dunning Custom Calls, Pine Bluff Sand and Gravel, Outer Limit Power Sports, Hurt Seed and Halls, Farm Credit Mid-America, Tyson Foods in Newbern, DeKalb Asgrow and Delta Pine, Berrien Surveying, Mud Lake Planning Company, Pete Kaiser Accounting Services, West Tennessee Crappie Fishing Guide Service, Chase Petty Outdoors, Universal Contractors, Ford Construction, Duck River Bird Taxidermy, Waterfowl Outfitters of West Tennessee, Wendell Alexander Realty, Hilliard Farms, Nutrient Ag in Wimberg, and Childress Farms.
Wally,
Man, that was unbelievable.
That's all for now.
Hey, RT, you did a wonderful job. Thank
did,
you.
RT. You really did.
Wally,
Ray's worthy for sure.
Yes, praiseworthy.
we lead some prayer.
All right, let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing Scott down here and the missions he's on. Let us help him promote it, make it better, because they're the people that are doing the things that we can't do. Lord, let us do something Christ-like every day and walk in your way. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
All right, this is another episode of the Bogota Boys. I'd love to thank our guest one more time, Scott Graves. Also, if you're out looking for something to do, go to the website, Special Ops Xcursions, Excursions with an X, and just review their website. Maybe there's something that you can do. Maybe it'll touch your heart to do something for the people that do everything for us. Well, this is the episode of the Bogota Boys. We're broadcasting live from the No Limit Cafe in downtown Bogota, Tennessee. Bogota, Tennessee, the duck hunting capital of the galaxy. Until we can meet again.